Wrong order. Fuck's that work well,
What
didn't
are
it?
you doing?
I know. Good evening, November Foxtrot, and welcome to episode 231. I'm not going to beat around the bush. Chris says, come on then, cry. Basically,
No.
in short, we have taken the decision that we're basically going to put the show on hiatus for, I'm going to say, an indeterminate amount of time. I know we obviously suggested sort of 6 months in some of the chats and the like. I think the premise ultimately is that we just need to take a bit of a step back to reevaluate things at the moment. I know that we've missed odd weeks, but we are on episode 231, and this has been running pretty much nigh on continuously, week in, week out, since I think it was October 2020. I don't know how many weekends that is. I will work out how many episodes or Wednesdays that we have.
231.
It's not quite that. But yeah, in short, this is going to be effectively the last episode for a little while, at least. We will keep everyone posted with regards to the outcome of all this, but fundamentally, with everything that's going on at the moment, Andy and I are obviously in the process of trying to get Superflo up and running. I've got a baby, second baby on the way. Andy is just broken. Ash, for best wishes, and obviously that is obviously sort of they're trying to hold the fort down and everything like that, but he can't do everything on his own. We've obviously lost Lance, not that he's died or anything, but we've obviously lost him from the podcast and the sport. Yeah, just evaporated.
Just melted away.
Yeah, and in short, it's just basically we've lost. Well, going to be realistic, we've lost the love of it for a little bit. It's been we've probably had thoughts like this, probably I'd say about a couple months now, in all honesty. And there's been various conversations going on in the background. And for the most part, the general consensus has been, you know what, we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going.
Yeah, because we enjoy the episodes. Like, we enjoy chatting to everyone. We enjoy it when we're on. But it's the amount of legwork that we've got to do behind the scenes that we're not getting time to do anymore, and it's starting to affect the performance, the end product.
Ta-da!
Yeah! Like, it's affecting what we're putting out, and obviously we don't want you guys to turn around to us and say, "Oh, don't watch that. It's a complete shit show." I mean, it is most of the time, even when we're doing it properly, but it's not something that we want to have affect you guys and girls listening, or watching us live. But we really appreciate everyone's support. Like, honestly, it's just with everything that's going on life wise, and for me, I haven't played a milsim this year, like for multiple reasons. And it's a bit like what Lance said. How can we run a milsim podcast or airsoft podcast where I've literally only played 2 or 3 skirmishes this year?
Yeah, about that probably.
Yeah. And done one JBG training event. That's it. That's all I've done this year. And it's hard for us to go, like, give you guys the content that you deserve.
Yeah, I mean, it's fundamentally it is more work than it. I know. On the face of it, it looks like we just rock up at 8 o'clock, sometimes 8:05. We do a couple hours of wittering on about various stuff, but there is a lot of background planning and everything like that, and ultimately it's just hard to keep it going, and we need to basically kind of rationalize. And Ash and I were saying before the show basically that my personal opinion is that you've basically got capacity for 3 to 4 things in your life at any one time. One of those generally is work, the other one's life, Sorry, like your family, not like remembering to breathe and stuff like that. Then you've got,
that's where I'm going wrong.
But then you've got maybe a hobby or two hobbies, maybe, like kind of fill things up. But then you've got, on top of that, you've got friends. You've got, some of our cases, we've got extra work. We've got the podcast. We've got airsoft, actually playing airsoft. And then we've got, around just doing the podcast episodes week on week, you've got things like, right, we've got to make sure that we've got enough money to cover this. We want to do patches. We want to do merch. We want to have loads of guests on. We want to build stuff on the website, and it's just big, and it's a big, slightly potentially unwieldy thing. True said, meta family, and ultimately, at the moment, for me personally, again, I can't speak for the two of you, but I'd let you say your piece a second. But I'm just running out of time and capacity for it at the moment, and it's not fair because, like, the amount of love that people give this, and that people have been supporting us for years now. We've been running since like 2020, and yeah, it's hard work basically. So we're going to get through it, and we might come back. This is not a complete disappear.
I think, like we say it's hard work, and it like genuinely, like, I was shocked when I first. Like, I was exactly the same as all of you guys at one point. I was like, "Oh, come join the podcast. It's great fun." Okay, and then I was like, "I've got homework. Why have I got homework? Why have I got homework for like the next 3 episodes?" But at the time, it was worth it. And no, I don't mean that in a rude way. We were getting as much as we put into it as we were getting back from the show.
I think you had more energy for it. I think that's the thing.
Yeah.
Ultimately, I don't think it's a case of worth. I think it's always been the same level of worth and enjoyment.
The worth.
But we're tired more. So on a Wednesday at the moment, no, we are. On a Wednesday, and I know this for a fact because we've been booking work in. But some of our jobs that we book in are on Wednesday, so we're out there doing a full day of work. Mm-hmm. And I'm not suggesting that other people don't do 4 days of work, but you're out there, you get in late, you've been out from like 6, 7 o'clock. It used to be that it was like, oh yeah, that's cool, I can just crack on with the show, etc., etc. Whereas now it's like, oh, I've got to do the podcast tonight, and that's not what we want to be. We want to be enjoying it, and there's clearly something wrong. So that's what we need to fix, basically. Now, what that turns into, I don't know. We don't know what that might be. It might be that we come back in 6 months' time and we just run the website with, a wealth of information, some videos and bits and pieces that we can record off screen, and we don't do the lives. Maybe we cut back on episodes. Maybe we cut back on how we do episodes. I don't know. This is what we need to have a proper think about.
But also, like maybe concentrating more on the guest side of things. So we wouldn't do a episode every week. Maybe we'd do like one every fortnight.
Sorry. Drew just said this. Everything I touch dies. This is why I stopped masturbating.
I feel like with some of the comments Drew's come out with since he's been listening, I feel like he needs to become a guest. So it would be maybe not do it every week, and when we come on, we maybe do like maybe a 2-hour episode where we have like a guest like towards the end, have a bit of a chat at the first part. There's so many more avenues that we can. I think because we've got so used to doing the hour-and-a-half chat about a certain subject, we haven't thought of a way to grow. So I think having a little bit of time away, because we're still keeping all the chats, all the communities and everything still running. We'll be putting posts up on Facebook, Instagram and things. But it gives us a little bit of time to kind of sit back and go, do you know what? This is we'll try this way of doing it. Like obviously if you guys and girls have any suggestions or anything at all, like of what you would like to see, because at the end of the day, we do this for you as well. So if there's something that you would like or think that would work well, obviously still drop us a message, chat with us. It'll be appreciated to get your input as well, so you're more interactive with the podcast as well.
I mean, another thing that we're not great at answering messages, and it's taken us. We were there, and then we got an absolute flurry come through, and then it overwhelmed our systems a little bit. And we're just, you'd think that after 5 years ish, 4 years, we'd have it sorted out by now. But the problem is that there's so much other stuff going on, and it's just an absolute nightmare. But there are a couple things.
Adulting, you think after 30, right, between 30 and 40 years, we would have worked out how to be an adult, which hasn't gone well.
I mean, maybe this is something that we've done wrong in terms of the team size. Maybe we needed like a better structure behind it, a bit more support from that side of things. I don't know. This is we're gonna take some time away. We're gonna do a bit of a self-assessment, work out without the pressure of having to do the weekly episodes. Just work out what we want to do, what we want to achieve, how we can do it better, what went wrong. Basically, your normal TL debrief after a tasking, and then sort of hopefully apply those lessons and come back again. In what format? Don't know. There are a couple of things that I do want to specifically mention, though. So we obviously couldn't have done this without the support of the patrons through Buy Me a Coffee, and those people that have been donating us money have been absolutely fantastic. And I'll be honest with you, we haven't treated you as well as we probably would have liked to. The original basis, there wasn't. We never set it up originally on the basis of being able to go, right, if you donate money to this, we can guarantee you this, that, and the other, because that was never really the setup. We I think the first. Sorry, I'm choking up a little bit. The first time that this came up was someone was like, we just want to help you out. We just want to donate a little bit of money towards the show. And doing through Buy Me a Coffee was just a way of doing that. And then it sort of rolled a little bit. And it's good because it costs us about £500, £600 a year to run the podcast. So that's the software that we're using to record all of this. That's the audio streaming, that's the website hosting and everything like that. So that's kind of everything within that. We don't take any adverts. We don't have any money coming in from that side of things. We've always tried to give open, honest opinions, and I still stand by. And again, by all means, correct me if you two disagree, but I still stand by the fact that you can't have an unbiased opinion if you're being paid by a company to talk about this stuff.
Yep.
If we did ever get anything for free, which I don't think we ever did, but if we did ever get anything for free, it was always the intention, and it's written into the kind of the processes and SOPs of the show
and kisses.
That we get that stuff out. Companies have been more than generous in terms of some of our giveaways and things like that as well. But again, that's all off their own back. And so, basically, the financial side of it was all from you guys, and we do have a little bit of money left in the pot. The plan at the moment is to basically utilize that money to cover Podbean, which is the process by which we distribute the episodes on things like Spotify and all of that. So basically we can maintain that. If we stop that payment, that goes away. Those episodes are then gone. So we're basically going to use the money for that and use the money for maintaining the website for as long as possible. With the intention that we can then, if we want to kick this back up again, we can re-engage with another StreamYard or StreamYard equivalent or whatever like that. And then basically we're getting back to like the minimum basic of operation that we need to pay out to maintain just without a show, basically, is the plan. With the Buy Me a Coffee subscribers, we notified them all first. And I will say that, appreciate the fact that some of the payments that people have made. So basically, if you're not aware, the Buy Me a Coffee subscriber payments and everything like that come out from the point of which you subscribe. So if you subscribed yesterday, your payment would come out on the 23rd of September or the 23rd of each month. Now, we only made the decision that we were going to stop the show as of today. Right. So this is not something that we have been sitting on and waiting on. And you know, we could have rolled that out sooner. We've been debating it, but the general consensus up until about midday today was right. You know, we're going to keep going. And it was just, I think there was a crunch point today where a couple of us were clearly having a bad day, where it just kind of went, right, we've got to stop this. We've got to take a break from it. And without a show going on every week, we can't justify people having a membership to us, to the podcast. All right, so we've cancelled it as soon as possible. So I apologise if the money has come out within the last month, to be honest with you. You know, this wasn't intentional. We're not trying to hide anything from anyone. And I hope that in the 231 episodes that we've had, you know, that if you have listened to enough of them, you can gauge our morals to a point of, you know, that we wouldn't want to screw you over. I certainly wouldn't want to screw anyone over. And if anyone thinks that, I'd be really, really hurt, because I genuinely wouldn't. And I will fund you back out of my own pocket for the last month. If you really want the money back, that's fine. For the last month, I will fund it to you back. Just contact me and let me know, and I'll sort that out. Can't take it out of the podcast because I need the money in the podcast to basically run the bits and pieces for the next year, basically.
And it wasn't an easy decision. Like Mike said, we've literally it's been brought up a couple of times, and then we've kind of squashed it and gone, no, we really enjoy the shows. Let's carry on for you guys. And then it, like, every time. And then obviously last week everyone was ill. I wasn't. I just had to look after a ill person. But that kind of spurred us on to go, is this something that we can do every week again? And I think we can. I think if we can just have a little break from it, we can give you more back from it.
So, in terms of tonight's show, I'll tell you what, Ash, you haven't had a chance to say anything yet. Andy and I have just sort of been whittling away.
It's a little bit different for me. Obviously, I'm quite not been here as long as you guys, not been on the podcast for as long. So it's sad. It is sad to see it stop. But I've seen the back end of it for a lot longer than I've been on the front end.
Mm-hmm.
And it's definitely going to be mentally, like, better for you lot. I know that for sure. And you can only get better from it by resting. You can't. It is something that has got to a stage where it's finding the right words now. It's not like it's hard to say, innit? Like, brings you down or something like that. It's not like that at all, because, like you say, every time we've had those chats, and then we've done a show on the Wednesday, and it's like, yeah, no, we're definitely keeping this on because we've done that show. That show went really well. It was really fun to do, and it's great talking to people, getting the engagements going, and stuff like that. And it boosts us for the next one. But it's keeping that rolling. It's not being able to keep it going, is it? It's with the way everything is at the moment. There's too much worry going on in the world. It's not worth stressing you out if you can take a break. At the end of it.
Because also as well, I do feel like we owe you a little bit of apology as well.
Nah, you're good.
Because you've come in to help us out, and obviously, like, the amount of, like, technical knowledge and experience that you have is like more than what some of us have, especially me. So we're like, and then obviously, a couple of months later, we're not stopping the show but pausing the show.
Yeah.
but I feel like the three of us, and then and obviously all of our listeners and everything as well. The more input that we can get from everyone, I definitely think that we can come back like even stronger. I definitely think that.
Oh, 100%.
And I hope Mike and Ash join me in the return. And Lance. I'm going to drag Lance back. I'm sorry to say. Like I know he said that he's giving up airsoft, but I'll drag him back, kicking and screaming if we have to.
Well, it might be. I mean, maybe this is one of the things. Maybe we need to have, like, I was watching the Daily Show earlier. So the Daily Show have a sort of a roster of hosts, and maybe it is that the case that we've got, and this is pure spitballing. Maybe we've got like 5 hosts, and we just roll between like, right, we each do like 3 episodes a month. Or 2 episodes a month, and then it just, you've got a mixture of people that are on the stream from the team each week. It doesn't have to be the same people necessarily. I don't know. There's got to be ways to deal with the problems, and it's just going to be engineering that, and we just deal with it one problem at a time, work out a solution, and go from there. Basically.
Yeah. 100%.
Because problems can be overcome, but sometimes you just need the problem to step aside for us to overcome it.
I mean, anything can be fixed in time.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. So it's not the end.
No.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll
maybe
be able
it's the
to
beginning.
Yeah.
Who knows?
This was the prequel.
Yeah. 231 plus 1.
Welcome to the spin-off show run by me, solely me, Sierra Bravo.
Yeah, when we come back, we'll call it off or no. Off no. What?
What on, Andy?
I can't even say it backwards. Ovon.
Yeah.
Welcome to Ovon.
There's a fair few comments coming through. Do you want me to read the one out from Chris?
No.
Tactical dads, my advice would be take a break, spend time with your family, and love will come back. Our group all over 40 years old, and one of us has 8 kids.
Whoa.
So that is a lot of children.
I mean, at that point,
chaos.
that point you are a tactical dad, aren't you?
Yeah, you're just a team leader at that point, aren't you?
Yeah. I mean, have you heard of contraception?
Lanav, well, I'm so glad I managed to get on the show. Love you guys. Keep it NoFo. So,
yeah,
thank you.
That's another thing, like all the guests that we've had on.
Yeah. Well, like Farage. It was awesome being on the show. Thank you for that. So thank you.
Yeah. Like some of our best episodes, I think, have been with guests on. I really enjoy.
I'll come back to your question in a second, Charlie. I'll tell you what, there is one thing that's really frustrated me, which is ever since lunchtime, well, no, it wasn't even lunchtime. It was like 4:00 when we made the decision. It's whenever the emails went out and buy me a coffee. That was basically 5 minutes after the decision had been made. I was like, we could have had a really good last show. We could have had like clips and, all of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
join us next week when we do our closing show.
Charlie says, what events are you boys at next?
So
go on, Andy.
No, go on. I was just going to say none for me.
Obviously, well, me personally, I'm at Defiant next weekend, and then I think for the rest of the year, that probably be about it, unless I can squeeze onto a few things if and when time allows me to, because there's a lot going on this year in such a few short months now. But yeah, that's about it for me for now. Is Defiant next weekend.
So same for me. I am at Defiant next weekend. I'm running TL for Sierra 40. Very much looking forward to that. Unless that's Persec and InfoSec, in which case, if you're coming and you're the op for...
you've ruined it now. You've ruined it now.
All those episodes that we've done on it.
Oh, I know. just come up and give me a cuddle. I'll appreciate it.
There's your target, guys.
That's right. I'll shave by then, and then no one will recognise me.
Are we getting Honey G back?
This is your target.
Just black box my eyes. So basically, not Octo. Defiant events next weekend in October. After that, I am stopping because I am due for an inbound delivery on 5th of November. Whether that happens or not, I don't know.
It's 10 tenths, by the way, guys, just so you know.
Yeah. I've got so many tents. I bought 3 sewing kits this week. I'll tell you about that one in a minute. Yeah. So yeah, basically, I'm not going to be playing for a little while after that, and it's awkward for me because the 6 months that we were talking about, obviously for sort of putting the show back, potentially is lining up with the 6 months of when I'll be back airsofting again. So I'm anticipating that sort of February, April. Will be coming about then. So, but I will be doing airsoft stuff. I'm just not going to be airsofting. So my plan is to basically go through some of my kit and rationalise what I've got because I have some tents.
So I'm just going to say, right, this guy's recently moved house, and he's got a really nice house, nice back garden, real nice double garage.
Oh yeah, you were here the other day,
and I popped round there a couple of days ago, and I walked in, and he went, I've run out of room in my double garage, so now I have a wheelie table that I can put stuff on, so I can wheel it round, which is covered with airsoft stuff as well. And I was
my wheelie table's amazing.
Yeah, but I was like, Mike, you need to cut back on a lot of stuff. I mean, you could literally open up an army surplus shop like this.
Yeah,
you've got a double, and when I mean double garage, I mean it's a double doored garage and then a double doored garage. So he has.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
you can only get 2 cars in there.
No, they roll up. You can get 2 cars. You can get 3 cars in there easily.
No, you only get 2 in there.
Clear it out.
2 in a project car.
Cars.
Yeah. 3 smart cars, maybe, but you're not getting 2 cars in there. So genuinely, this is top tip. If you keep stuff in a garage, right, rollable tables, that's what you need. So I basically took a table that I had from my old house, kind of ground it up a little bit to kind of get rid of bits that I didn't need, put it on like effectively a deck, and then mounted massive caster wheels to the bottom of it. And I rated the casters at 200 kg each because why not? And they weren't that expensive, to the point of like my daughter and I were basically riding up and down the road on this table. It was amazing. But I can stack stuff in under the table now because it's sitting on that deck. And then on top of the table, I can use it as like a mobilisation thing. So I can basically kind of go around the rest of my stuff and sort of pick what I need and then use it for packing. However, at the moment, Andy's come around mid-organisation and it's just stacked with boxes. So it is currently a rolling wall.
So what I hear there is you've got a warehouse of airsoft goods and you've got a table to walk around the warehouse with.
Yeah, basically. It's like the Amazon of the airsoft world. Soon I'll turn around and he'll have a little program Zumba to collect his own kit.
That would be amazing. I would love that.
I mean, I like Landlab's where he said, what about doing an odd kit video or what I've found? I mean, what I found, he could do a daily episode on that and still manage to do it a year. Oh, look what I found in my...
Do you know what? If in all honesty, if I'm not doing this every week for a little bit, I might record a few of those and run through random shit from my garage.
I mean, open up a box and you'll be like, oh, I forgot I bought this back in 1982.
Yeah.
It's where he opens a box and there's an unopened box inside the box.
Yeah.
I have done that.
Yeah.
I have done that. When I was moving house from the old place to here, I worked out that I've actually got 2 full Osprey sets that I haven't even opened. I've ordered them, just haven't even taken them out of the packaging. So yeah. Marky Mark says it's a bit of a shopping trolley. It's not quite a shopping trolley. The intention is basically to like, my plan is that I can have like a Bergen on there and sort of stack stuff. But then when I'm doing odd bits of DIY and stuff out there as well, I can move the table around for sort of DIY stuff. So kind of when I don't need the table, I can roll it out of the way and I've got this big space in the middle of my garage, basically. That's my plan. What I would say though is honestly put things on wheels. And the other thing I'm going to do is I can't remember when I was at. This was a long, long time ago on the podcast. Do you remember I used to have the scaffold tower shelves behind me?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I brought those with me. They're basically key clamp fences that I've turned into shelves, and my plan is to put them on wheels as well. So basically, I have this scaffold tower of shelves that I'll also be able to move. So I'll have these kind of various moving walls in my garage, which I'm very much looking
reveal
forward
the next layer of kit.
Yeah. It's like genuinely, it's like one of those library things where you wheel the wheels around and then the walls move apart and you're like, oh, right, cool, I'm in the food section.
Right. See, I was thinking of IKEA, you know, when you go into IKEA and they've got all the mats lined up and you go, no, I don't like that mat. No,
Yeah.
I don't like that mat.
Yeah. Which osprey shall I wear? Oh, I do have a problem. But, yeah. Anywho, so that's going to be my plan for a bit of time to get myself sort of properly sorted out. Yeah. Defiant said hello. Hello, Defiant.
Hello, Defiant.
So,
These two are very excited about seeing you soon. Unfortunately, I still can't do it.
The stuff that's going to be happening next weekend is there's a lot going on. It's going to be interesting.
I just want everyone to attack Mike.
as he points to himself.
Well, like that way. That way.
Other way.
See, on my screen, you're that way, and I've never got that right in all the episodes.
That's fine. Drew says, anyway, Andy's the best. So there you go. Marky Mark, more to the question, will Mike ever be able to grow a beard? I actually cut this yesterday.
I still like his moustache. I remember the days when you had nothing, and now you've got a little tash tickler, a little click tickler.
Yeah, see, the last time I trimmed it off, I didn't like it at all. So now I'm worried about getting rid of it. So. And it's not even shaped. This is just how it grows. I can't do anything with this. I can't grow any other hair. Like this is all completely bald. So
I mean, as long as you just don't go for the straight line at nose width, I think you're okay.
No, I will avoid that. Thanks, Andy.
Pro tip.
Yeah. Drew says Ash openly admits that he joins it for the back. Live your true life, mate. There you go. Drew says put Lance on wheels. When you get tired, just open the locker and wheel him out. A bit like a Silence in the Lambs. So, yeah. Yes, I was talking about sewing kits. So, in terms of odd little bits of kit that I've bought, I'm a firm believer in that. If you ever go, oh crap, I haven't got one of those, or I don't have that with me, then that's a learning opportunity that you should have been prepared. And that, from me, has come from Scouts. So the other day, I was on a family weekend, and someone was like, "Oh, have you got anything? You got like a needle and thread you can sew on a button?" I was like, "Oh no, why have I not got that? Like, that's a really useful tool." So straight on eBay, and I've purchased 3. Sewing kits, basically. I think they're 1885 ones, 1985 ones. There's a brand, 18 something.
I don't do sewing.
No, that's fine. I bought basically a couple little sewing kits. My plan is to leave one in the car because that's a useful thing I can put in the murder bag. Basically, I'll have one on my airsoft, like my long duration Bergen, basically. And then I'm not quite sure where the other one might go yet.
Yeah,
because they were £3 each. Like I was like, oh, I might as well get 3.
Yeah.
So Mike's going to do an episode of Everyday Carry, and he's just going to pull out cordage, sewing needles.
Yeah.
On the subject of cordage,
here we go. Well done, Ash.
Do you remember? I think it was the UHMPE stuff that I bought. I think it was UHMPE. It's like that chemical that, like, it was like a weird name. It had like it's very thin, and it was apparently rated for, like, the size of the cord can hold a car or something like that.
Tungsten steel sort of strength. Yeah.
Yeah. So it reckons it's 15 times stronger than steel.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, fine. Now I was moving some furniture got something off a free cycle, so from around the corner, and I wasn't able to get it completely in the car because of car seats and various other things. So I was like, I'm going to have to leave like the boot slightly open, and I didn't have any other cordage other than like the 1 mil thick stuff of this, whatever it's called, the HMDPE type stuff. And I was really surprised. Like with this stuff, I double wrapped it around the boot lid and the boot lock because I was like, I don't want to just trust one strand. I'm willing to test science, but I'm not willing to have shit fall out the back of my car. And this stuff held like proper strong. Like when I got it back, I could undo the knot and everything still was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Highly recommended. I can't remember the name of the string, but
I'll just keep a ratchet strap in the car.
Yeah, well, I mean that would be a good idea, but I don't need that.
I mean, the one thing I know you were talking about sewing kits. The one bit of kit that I always take with me is the Halfords. I've taken it out, their bright orange Halfords box, but the Halfords puncture repair kit. Because as far as I'm concerned, the puncture repair kit, if you've got a hole in your shoe, put it inside, seal it up, perfect, watertight again. You got a rip in your rain jacket, your inflatable mattress, your roll mat if you've got one of the self-inflating ones, any bit of clothing, you can double side it and stick it on, and that's it. The holes sealed. As far in my opinion, the puncture repair kit is absolutely phenomenal to have just as a standard bit of kit.
Not thought of it for doing like shoes and stuff like that.
Yeah, like literally, like if sometimes, especially on the seam, especially on some of the Akkus, where the if you haven't looked after them and they start coming away from the sole.
Yeah.
If you put, so you got the super glue, if you put the double-sided bit of the puncture repair kit, if you put one on each side, it makes it waterproof again.
That's good to know.
Good
to know.
UHMWPE.
To you too.
All the letters. Braided cord from Amazon. There's a website called Emma Kites, or part like a store in Amazon called Emma Kites. The 0.8 diameter one is £12 for was it 100 feet? And it reckons it can hold 220 pounds.
I mean, we've never tested that.
No, but we can do.
Come back in 6 months' time.
Yeah.
So that's 99 kilos, 220 pounds. And then do a 2.8 millimeter one, which is 1,600 pounds, which is 725 kilos.
That's
so
quite a lot.
2.8 mil.
Yeah.
It's very small. So, yeah.
But I mean, that's a lot of top strength as well, though, isn't it?
I don't know what you mean by top strength. What do you mean by top strength?
Like the point that it breaks. Is that not what it's called? Top strength or top?
Oh, it's upper limit.
Tensile.
Yeah. That's it. Upper limit. Sorry.
Yeah.
Tensile.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, honestly, this stuff's amazing.
For the thickness of it.
4.8 diameter reckons it would do 5,500 pounds, which is 2.5 kilos. 2.5 thousand kilos. So 2.5 ton.
So we could pull a car of that.
Theoretically.
It cut through your hands, but yes, you could pull a car of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can't pull a car regardless of the rope diameter. Just want to put that out there. But it comes in a variety of colours. You've got black, blue, green, and orange. So, yeah. And then what I've done is I've bought the Dragon Supplies comms reel, comms cord reel, and put it on there because it makes a nice little reel for it as well. But other fishing reels are available. So,
not sponsored.
No, not at all. Genuinely not. So yeah, I don't know really what else to chat about this evening. In all honesty, I mean, as a recap for those that just joined us, this will be effectively the last show for a little while. and by a little while, it could be 6 months or permanent, basically.
Yeah, but we're going to, as I keep, I really want people to know that we are going to, like, the Facebook group's going to still be running, the WhatsApp groups are still going to be running. We've built a community, and we are still going to be active within that community. So we are going to keep things going as much as we can. So obviously, always please do reach out to us and things. The website will still be running. We'll still be at events occasionally. But yeah, we'll be putting out posts and things that you'll be able to all interact with and things. We just won't be doing this live side of things, which is a shame, and you will be missed.
Ricky asks, is it just the podcast that's stopping?
Yes. Yeah, so like all the Facebook groups, Instagram groups, we'll still be managing that. We'll still have our like NoFo WhatsApp group that we'll be chatting amongst ourselves and trying to sort things out. So it's not going to completely stop. It's just going to be this weekly.
Yeah,
but it might be in like 3-4 months time we turn around and go, do you know what, we really miss it, let's plan it out. Like, we'll plan a year, like we'll plan a year's worth of shows and we'll just come back.
Yeah, I think genuinely, I don't want this to come across as clickbaity, and I was very careful with the wording on the episode, because we've obviously said stay NoFo. We're talking about it going. It might be, and practicality speaking, it might be that this is the last podcast ever. It might be that in a year's time we don't do anything further. The WhatsApp groups might stay. Anything that's like free might stay, but it might be that the website gets shut down and the audio podcasts get terminated off of Podbean and subsequently all Spotify and everything like that. It might be that we go, having a community bazaar is a bit of a pain to deal with on Facebook, so we shut that down. There's a lot of very good sales groups that you don't need that, if that makes sense. And it's on Facebook anyway, so you can't sell riffs and things on there anyway. So, there are other avenues of things. So it might just be a case of we streamline it, and that's what we need to kind of work out, basically, is how do we do that? What do we want to get from it? Have we got the time to do the things that we want to get? Have we got the people, the resources, and everything in place? Have we got enough stuff lined up and programmed so that we're not sitting there, worrying about what's coming up in the next couple of days because we haven't managed to get things sorted out? And it also allows us, there's a comment in there from, I've lost it now, Call Sign Samurai. So one of the things that we are looking to do next year is a trip to Sweden. We weren't...
A strip to Sweden?
A strip to Sweden. Our strip to
Sweden. To Sweden.
we're looking into basically doing a milsim in Sweden with Call Sign Samurai and the other guys from Nordic Milsim, because
well, looking forward to that.
That is something that we really want to do. And again, that takes time to organise, and that might be some proper decent podcast content, in all honesty, a little bit later after that, that's about how did we do it? Why did we do it? What were the things that we learned? Not only playing in a foreign country, you're playing in a different climate. You've got the travel considerations and all of that stuff that we would then have experience in, that at the moment we don't have that experience. We've got a lot of experience in some things. We're not experts.
No, I've never played abroad.
No. So that's what we want to kind of do, and get out and do some airsoft and actually play some airsoft, and come back and hopefully have something renewed and refreshed. But I do want to stress this could be the last of it. I don't want to leave like any element of hope. I want to kill everyone's hope. But I don't want to leave it on a tangent, and I don't want to leave it on like we're going type thing, and then we come back and then it's like playing fucking hokey cokey and just in out and out, because that's shit. And we've never been about that. We've always tried to be as transparent as possible. And that's basically where we're at. So, yeah.
And I'm going to say it, if this is the last, I'm going to say this isn't going to be the last podcast, because if we do a last one, I will push 100% for us to come back on and do even if it's like a 15-minute one of us saying, like, this is the situation, this is what's happening, this is now it. So that would be my. Oh, I know Mike's panicking, and Ash is like, "Oh, for fuck's sake!" But
I'm not panicking. I'm just trying to work out the logistics of that, because
I just want to, like, I would like to say goodbye to our listeners, because I'm not an arsehole like Mike. So
I wasn't being an arsehole. This is the goodbye. This is what we're doing.
Well, this isn't goodbye. This is.
You're that weird friend that you go, right, are you leaving? And you're like, well, yeah, just one more thing, and I want to tell you about that.
Yeah.
You have to get the Hoover out, start cleaning before they get the picture.
No, see,
like laying in bed. You're laying in bed, and Andy's still like, so I just want to finish talking to you.
I'll help tidy up.
Right, so there's a few questions coming. So, Chris, I don't know what you're talking about, mate. I'd love to answer your question, but I thought it was the 24th. Has really confused me. So,
yeah.
I don't know what you're.
We got one.
No, ignore
on the
that.
Last show.
Ignore that. We have that regularly. Don't worry about that. Right, Patrick says, "Can you put me a link for the comms cord?" I have done that. So there you go. Fresh meat stepping away will give Mike some time to get to grip with all those field phones. Definitely. Drew says condom splits for the Halfords puncture repair kit. Fix that as well.
Yes.
Cool. So,
technically, with the puncture repair kit, you don't even need a condom. It could cause problems in later life, but
it's like Cloudy with a chance of meatballs. You know, where he sprays that stuff on his feet.
In
like
no way do we say
shoes.
do that, by the way.
Yeah. We don't say do it. But if you do it, let me know how.
No, don't do it. Drew also says, as long as you still reply to Instagram messages. So the podcast ones might be patchy. I'm not going to lie. Obviously, if you need to get in touch with us, contact us on our individual ones, just in case, because it might be patchy. Let's be honest. Like, well, I don't know.
The Instagram won't be, because I've now worked out. I check that when I check mine. It opens before my own personal one.
Finally, 3 years after.
Yeah. So if you want me, message the NoFo one, because you're more likely to get a reply now.
Sorry. All right, hang on. There's loads of people talking at the same time as we're trying to run through the episodes. Stephen says, do a live stream from Shift Your Riffs. So we will still be at Shift Your Riffs.
Yes.
In what capacity, I don't know, but we will be at Shift Your Riffs because I really like Shift Your Riffs.
Yeah.
So, and all it might mean is we get more playtime. Who knows? You know, it doesn't mean that we have to have a gazebo necessarily.
Oh, I won't.
You're not?
Yeah. Well, no. If I'm not on NoFo, Hazel will have me working.
So there's a NoFo stand that's just Andy.
Just me, because I don't want to work.
One thing I will say there, though, if we did live stream from Shifty Riffs next year, it will only be on Twitch.
Yeah.
It won't be on YouTube. It won't be on Facebook. It will only be on Twitch.
Because of the weapons.
And there will be like a good 30-second delay on it.
Which, to be fair, there's a bit of a delay on this as well, because people's comments come in, and we definitely don't get those bang on live. Because I know that from when I've commented it, I can see the comments coming up. So
YouTube's the worst for it. There's a big delay between YouTube but Facebook can sometimes be like 2-3 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool Sign Samurai, thanks for some epic shows. You lads have helped me get through some tough times. That's cool to hear, dude. I really appreciate that. That without making it sound weird, that genuinely touches something. No, that sounded worse. I was going to say touches. That touches me here. That's what I was trying to say, but I didn't want to make it sound like too lovey-dovey.
Yeah, but then when you say, don't forget, people were listening. Like sometimes you just saying here doesn't work. I know. That's not an option.
Mike touches his chest.
Yeah.
Land Nav Challenge. One last thing. Op Phoenix. Can we at least keep that going? So, Op Phoenix.
Yes.
We have obviously spoken to Pablo 2 weeks ago. I haven't spoken to him since, although he is diligently tagging us in various Instagram posts, and they're great. With all of this that's going on, I don't know when it will be, but I am personally hoping to do my damnedest to do an Op Phoenix equivalent next year. I have some ideas. Andy's obviously got some ideas. Lance might be around to come up with some thoughts and ideas potentially as well on that. Ash, I know you've obviously got thoughts as well, which may or may not be ideas. Some of them are just like, no, have you really thought this through?
I mean, I'm quite impressed that you turned around and said I had thoughts.
No, I said you had ideas.
Yeah. Oh, right, yeah.
Ash had thoughts.
Damn it.
Listen, you gotta listen. So basically we would like to do that next year. Again, I don't want to become an events company. I'm not in any way treading on anyone's toes. No. That's not what we're about at all. The whole point is just building community. All I want to do is I've got some cool ideas. Personally, I've got some cool ideas, and I want to just see those come out. Andy's got some cool ideas, and I know he wants those to see those come out. And based on the fact that we had a chat with Pablo, and he said as long as we keep both of our hands, we'll be fine. That just sounds like an absolutely cracking invitation to go and do something. So that's what we're hoping, basically.
I mean, we did speak after the show, and I'm generally frightened of going anywhere near Pablo, but I feel like it will be an experience.
Yeah. So hopefully that brings a bit of joy. And that's the plan for that one. Drew says content ideas, site recce reports, 2 science, 3 news from the front line, reports from viewers, loads of ideas in my head that can make it easier for you. I mean, this is the thing. That's absolutely cracking, and I will take a screenshot of those. I mean, we've got tons of ideas too, but it's just getting them to a point where we can do them. Like, we'd love to do loads of little like off-air clips and clips from the podcast that we can run as shorts, basically, to help sort of build a little bit of audience and kind of, not everyone necessarily got a chance to sit there and watch an hour and a half podcast or sort of listen to that, whereas shorts could help. But it needs someone to sit there and edit shorts. We've tried the automated ones, and it gets really confused with the fact that we have, with 3 guests, the triangle going on.
Yeah.
It doesn't like if we aren't just one person per screen, because it just gets confused. So again, all these ideas are cool. We want to do another 24-hour show, and I'd still love to do another 24-hour show or 26 hours or whatever we do, so we can raise money for charity. Because one of the things I was looking up, so we have a page on our website, which is the support page, which is novemberfoxtrot.co.uk/charity. In total, since we've started, we've raised £2,936 for 2 different charities. We've done the Milsim in a Bag giveaway. We've given away all sorts of bits and pieces to people where we can to sort of raise bits of money here and there and sort of do various things. I think we've done 2 British Legion sleepouts, maybe 3.
I think Lance has done like 4.
Yeah.
I've done 2. You've done 2?
Yeah. I think I've done 3. Maybe 3.
I think Ash has done 1.
1. Yeah, this year.
Yeah. But again, we'd love to do that. And all of these things basically need putting in a proper calendar, getting a plan in place well in advance than we've currently had time to do. Mm-hmm. And that's again what we want to do. So we go, this is the plan for the year, this is what we're going to do, and that way we know when it's all coming, we can plan for it, and it's all nicely worked in, rather than just haphazard and last minute, and we haven't got time to deal with it, basically. So. Yeah. Ryan James the Wolf, always enjoyed the podcast, been listening on Spotify for a long time, lads. Hope to catch you at future Milsim events. Thanks for getting me into the hobby and all the laughs and info. So that is a cool name, Ryan James the Wolf. Is that Ryan James Ryan? No.
It can't be.
Can't be, can it?
There can't be another Ryan James out there, can there?
Hang on.
Sorry.
Zoom in.
I can't zoom in, Andy.
Ryan James doesn't have a dog though, or the James Ryan's Ryan James
that we know of. Maybe secret.
Ryan James, can you contact me after the show? Because I want to stand you next to our other friend James Ryan James, because that means that we can have James Ryan James.
Oh God,
which will be the funniest thing ever.
So we're definitely going to have to come back.
Oh, that would be amazing. That would genuinely make my year. Sorry, Ryan, if I've just freaked you out. Marky Mark, what happens in the future? Just want to say thanks for keeping me company on my night shifts during COVID, and Intro to Milsim was the best decision I ever made to make my comeback to Airsoft.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And that was another one. And I think like I would love to do another intro into Milsim with the companies and everyone that we've met, because I thought that was absolutely cracking. Unfortunately, the last one we tried to organise, and it was us, we definitely chose the wrong date, which also put a bit of a downer on it for us.
Yeah.
So if we do come back, it would be something that I would definitely be looking at doing again.
No, it'd be good to get something like that going again.
Yeah.
I still want to do Millfest. I want an Airsoft festival. This is
Millfest.
This is you can.
Millfest is already a thing, and
Millfest.
yes, it's already a thing.
Oh, is it?
Yes, it's going to eat a load of food.
Oh no, not Mealfest.
No,
Millfest, like Milsim.
It's too close.
Yeah,
Too close.
No, Millfest.
It's too close.
It sounds
the
like
only thing. Millfest is a live music festival in Elstead at the Mill.
Yeah, Drew gets it.
Yeah,
it's too close. You can't.
But I want to do like it would be amazing in my mind to do a British version of Border War, because it doesn't happen in the UK, and I think that there would be an opportunity there where you get all the events companies go to it and sort of tout the business for MILF Sims and things like that. Kind of
say MILF.
MILF Sims, I said.
You said MILF.
I did not say MILF Sims. That's wishful thinking now. But
I'd do MILF Fest.
But I think it would just be a cracking idea. I think it brings everyone together with the focus being on Mill Sim, rather than Airsoft generally, if that makes sense.
Is this a Bonnie Blue thing? Mark.
But I think there's obviously a number of things out there for Airsoft as a whole. You've got Shift Your Riffs, you've got the National Airsoft Festival, you've got other things that happen. Those are the two that I can only grab to mind quickly.
You got the UCAL event that happens every year, like the big.
Yes.
I forgot what they call it. Yeah, like that.
But we don't have like a British version of like Burget or Border War or anything like that. And I think that would be really cool if you could achieve that. Now it's going to be in the UK, so you are limited on size of site. Because we don't have sites that are the size of Wales that are available.
Yeah.
But if we could achieve something like that, I think that would be a really cool thing for Milsim. But again, that's a massive thing that needs organising.
Yeah.
And it's probably a little bit beyond where we're at.
But also as well, like depending on how our trip to Sweden goes, like it might be something where we can save a bit of money from doing the regular podcast side of things like this that does cost a lot of money. We might be able to go and do events abroad and do like little how-to videos and things like that playing abroad.
Yeah, like
that could be, because you don't see any of that on YouTube and things like that. It's always just, this is how we did the event. There's no help. And I know there's no help because I've been looking for help.
Basically, half an hour video of Andy panicking through the airport because we can't work out what's going on.
No, I worked out how to get the guns across. Or
was it you or was it
Charlotte?
Charlotte?
It was a joint effort.
Andy asked for help, and then Andy got the answer. I don't know what you're confused about.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a joint effort between me and my wife. I told her the information, and she gave the information back.
Right, there's some other comments. Let's just run through those quickly. We've got Marky Mark. We've talked about Marky Mark. Sorry, mate.
We've talked about Marky Mark. Enough of you, Marky Mark.
Drew says Ash can do all the editing, all of it.
All of it, yeah.
So,
oddly enough, I know very little about editing. I wing everything I do.
I mean, surely chat like Mike. Everyone knows that I'm quite anti AI, but Mike has got me into randomly abusing ChatGPT. Could you just not upload a video to ChatGPT and say
no,
sort it?
No, this is the thing. Does work, but it doesn't work because it doesn't get the context of anything. And it's normally quite bland and boring.
And it also cuts to random little corners of the screen which he doesn't understand.
Yeah.
I can't remember if I've talked about this or not. When I was at university, I started with a couple of friends the TV station at that university, which it wasn't a proper TV station per se. We called it Mad TV at the time, and then found out that there was another Mad TV in America, and there was a lot of very confused Americans commenting on our YouTube videos. But it's changed to Stag TV. So if anyone's interested, you can Google it. It's on Stag TV Surrey, and there's some cool videos. And I used to edit all the time. I'd be there like literally late on a Friday night editing videos because we used to record. The nightclub at University of Surrey was called Rubik's. So I came up with a show called Deja Vubix, where we go into the nightclub and basically film videos of just people doing like crazy dancing and stuff like that. And, you've got a cool act on. And then you cut it together that night and sort of try and get it up onto YouTube like that night, if we can. So then people can wake up and kind of go, oh, look, I was there. So the equivalent like nightclub photography, basically. So I've got a lot of experience with editing, but I have this stupid computer and no time to sit there and do it. And that's the problem.
Yeah, it's very time consuming doing it properly. Very time consuming.
Which is a top little bit of information. Sorry, I don't know why I paused between tit and bit. Tidbit of information is the reason that we do this show live. And we record it live, and there is no editing on it because it's too much work. You generally, if you want to edit a video properly, I would always allow probably 3 to 4 times the time that it takes to record it. Generally, so if you've got like an hour video that you're just recording a one clip, that will take you probably about 3 or 4 hours to properly edit down.
Yes, it's like when I was doing even short clips from just an airsoft day, stuff like that can be going through almost 4 hours worth of footage to try and find something and then match it all together in such a way that it's kind of coherent, and it's just so time consuming. It was unreal. Yeah.
So I'd be up for editing it. It just takes time, and it's just, again, with any idea, we just need to make sure that it's practical, rational, and we can resource it. Because it's all good and well. We could come up with, right, we're going to run a milsim on the moon. Yeah, great idea. We'd all be up for that. Imagine the distance that you get with a BB on the moon. But practicality, it's not going to happen.
If you shot a BB on the moon, does it not just go into orbit because the hop?
But I mean, you'd be able to see it. Like you'd be able to, like it would be moving really slow, and you'll be like,
no, it wouldn't know on the moon. There's no resistance. It wouldn't slow down.
Would it speed up?
No.
That would depend if it did make it into orbit and how far into orbit it made it.
I mean, if it went round, if it started going round, no, because they do the slingshot effect.
I have an idea for a segment, which is science with Andy.
No, they do the slingshot round.
Yeah, you get speed because you use the gravity to pull yourself round, and then you jump out of it, don't you?
And the moon has a very slight magnetic force, so literally
you still have to be accelerating. You have to be accelerating if you want to like properly slingshot around something. You get additional speed.
Right. The next trip to the moon, one of us will be on it, and we will fire a BB gun.
Jeez. Right, there you go. There's a tangent.
I'm now really curious what BB would do in zero gravity. Can we book one of those planes?
Right, so a BB in zero gravity would continue on the trajectory of which it went. So if you've got a lot of hop on it...
Yeah, but would it though?
No, it would. Yes, because of science.
Yeah, but as it comes out of the barrel and it's spinning, surely it's got a reaction that is pushing itself down, so it's going to go up.
No, what I'm saying is, as the BB comes out, because you've also got to bear in mind what the spinning is doing. The BB spinning is basically utilizing the air flow underneath it to create lift, isn't it?
I'm just going to say, you hit the nail on the head there. Air.
Yes. No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
So it would just go. It would stay in the barrel.
No, it wouldn't stay in the barrel.
Because you've got a propellant behind it that pushes it out the barrel. But once it's out of the barrel,
you can gas flow back.
No,
surely it just goes up.
If you're using an AG, it just stay there because there's no air to be pushed through the piston. So you think I'm a fucking idiot, but I'm not.
Yes,
I got it up here.
Well, let's be honest with you. Your moon's all fake anyway, and the landings were fake, and it's all just a flat Earth plane, so we don't have to worry about it.
Oh, dear God.
Punish One says, I can't be dealing with this level of weird science. And Punish One says, sending lots of love to you guys. And then why can't Sogs look up? Which I assume he means dogs. But Sogs is much funnier. Right. Drew says, sorry guys, you are now just background noise. All I can think of now is MILF Fest.
I mean, understandable, Drew.
Can you imagine the people that would book on by accident thinking that they booked on something else and they rock up without any airsoft gear at all?
In their little blacked out minivans.
Yeah.
That's when the puncture repair kit would come in handy.
Yep. Mark Flo would be a good point of contact for info on stuff abroad. So that's a good shout. Yes, meant dogs. So yeah, also Joe, just to clarify, because Drew said the same thing and I was going to skip past this, but I really want to make this effort point now. The BB won't reach escape velocity even on the moon. So you've got to bear in mind the moon still has gravity. Otherwise, if you were standing on the moon, you would just drift away. Right? There is gravity on the moon. If you're in space completely, then yes, the BB wouldn't just continue. The BB would effectively just continue on. Now, whether it goes up or down, I don't know. That's another conversation for a different day, because I don't know how the gas would affect it. But fundamentally, it would continue traveling. On the moon, you would just get significant range, right? Well above that you get in the UK. Or on Earth. Doesn't have to be the UK, on Earth as well.
We need to try it. Andy, I can't hear you. Andy's in space right now.
Yeah. I said from now on, anytime someone asks me how far does your DMR or your platform shoot, I'm going to go in moon meters.
Do you know what? You've annoyed me enough now. I'm going to contact everyone on my Facebook that I know does physics from uni, and I'm going to ask them, right, I need a general consensus on this. Anna's dad is like a professor of mathematics, so he's going to be getting a phone call after this as well. Nice. And I'm going to pin this down.
Calculations.
Yes, I will give you bloody calculations. Yeah.
I want to see him in a big chalkboard with like the maths calculations.
Chris says, bloody phone's dying. We'll have to listen to the show again tomorrow. See you at the weekend. Chris, it's not this weekend. It is next weekend.
Yeah.
That we are going.
Don't turn up.
Just to clarify. All right. Cool. Right. Oh, mouse has died now as well. It's going well. Right. Was there anything left to be said? I guess that's probably the best way of summarising.
No, we've had our tangent now, haven't we?
Yeah. I mean, for me, I just want to say thank you to literally everyone, like, that's helped this podcast grow. Showing your support, even just listening in, even just randomly insulting us on the chat. It means a lot knowing that people actually wanted to listen to us. At first, I think you lot were mental, but just hearing some of the stories that people have said, how we've helped, is something that I'm gonna like, definitely for the next couple of weeks will always be like playing on my mind. Definitely, like, shall we come back definitely in 6 months and things like that, and it'll be for you guys if we do 100%. And some of the friends and some of the information that I've learned is phenomenal. So I just want to say thank you, basically.
Yes.
That's me done.
Ash?
I was Googling shooting guns on the moon.
Well, I mean, there's me saying goodbye, and there's Ash going, "Oh, do you know what? I'm glad he said I'm Googling shooting guns on the moon and not MILFest."
I've been Googling MILFest. There's quite a lot of them around, and they're all different things.
Yeah, so's Drew. Drew's been on it.
Marky Mark, that is not scientific enough. That's not right. Moon's gravity is 1/6 of the Earth, so 40 meters range equates to 240 on the moon. No, it's not quite right. That can't be as simple as that.
We'll
there'd be no sound either. The gun will make no sound.
Yeah, it'd be super quiet, wouldn't it? Imagine that. Especially when you're firing an AEG that doesn't work.
That's because nothing's going to happen.
Right. So basically, I completely concur with Andy. I'm still
YouTube
amazed.
Videos of it.
I'm going to mute you in a second. I'm going to... When we started this was literally... I'll credit it to Lance, because the original intention was to set up like a little Instagram ring where we like... You know, you like get groups of people that like, oh yeah, follow these, this, and the other type of thing on the bottom of your Instagram post. The idea of like trying to boost followers and stuff like that, and kind of, you know, we all want to, when we play with Instagram's basically a toy, isn't it? You want to try and get a bit of a following on Instagram. And then we started on like this idea of, Lance just went, should we do a podcast? I was like, oh, that sounds like a massive undertaking, but I'm sure we can do it. Like, we started looking into it, and we started doing Instagram Live. And the very first episode, we worked out that you couldn't have more than 2 people on the screen at any one time, which was a complete nightmare. Because then we had 4 of us, and we were trying to work out how to resolve that. And bit by bit, you know, we've got a new fancy background. We paid for the software so we could get like the fox in the corner above Andy's head. And sort of like the customized branding and sort of bits and pieces like that. And then we were like, right, okay, so where are we going to put this? And we put it out on a free platform, but we couldn't get the functionality that we wanted for the podcast. And then we, you know, got into Podbean and distributing everything on there. And, you know, we then went to events and got patches, we've got t-shirts and merch. We've got like a brand. And big shout out to Josie as well, my brother's wife, who put the branding together for us, that fox up there. We then, you know, created like the fox camo, the one you can sort of see on the background there, which is like a proper camouflage pattern just for us, which is cool. We've gone to Shift Your Riffs, we've gone to events, you know, we've built a name for ourselves in terms of, I wouldn't say people universally know November Foxtrot, but we're in like 45 40 or so different countries that download us that I can track the metrics of, around the world, which is phenomenal. And, at the peak on the audio, we had 1,000 downloads a month on just the audio downloads. At the moment, we're about 600, so we have had a slight drop off. But I can't also track Facebook anymore because it deletes them. We're fighting algorithms every time we do a show. We can't have guns. We've had guests. We've done a whole hour and a half on urine, and hydration, and some of the stuff that we've achieved has been phenomenal. Doing things like the 24-hour show, doing the Milsim in a bag, and reading some of the stories involved with that. Genuinely seeing people that are skirmishers go, I really want to do a Milsim. Can you help us out with some advice, etc. Then go on and 2 or 3 events later get back in touch with you and be like, this is the best fucking thing I've ever done. I love Milsim. Thank you so much for your help, etc. It's been phenomenal. And I'll be honest with you, I know Andy said, we do this for the people. I don't do it for the people. I like doing the podcast because I like talking to people. And the Wednesday show and sort of trying to help people out, and we've come up with stupid things like Milsim Bingo and
I love Milsim Bingo.
What else we've done? Milsim Lingo Bingo. Phrase catch.
Phrase catch, that was it.
Phrase catch. We've got the Milsim index system. We've got reviews that, if you now search Kamui chairs, our review comes up as one of the best the best results on there, which is hilarious because it's just a photo of Lance on his poo chair. But I never did it because I wanted to be rich and famous, if that makes sense. No, but I never did it I never did it for that reason. The reason I did it was I wanted to have a platform because I got so fed up with YouTube reviews, which are like, oh yeah, this is the best phone ever. You can really buy this phone because it's amazing. And then you find out it's just a paid review because it means fuck all. You want to hear real stuff about real products, and the number of things that we've learned and found out about, be it from Swish or, kneeling pads or, I don't know, all those odd little bits and pieces that we've all just picked up as tips and tricks. And it's not just us on the show as well. It's the audience. You've got people like Rage that became a name of themselves just by being on the audience and participating. Marky Mark, Drew, Landnav Challenge, Stephen Whitehead for his regular humour. All these little names. I've spoken to people at things like Shift Your Riffs and stuff like that. They are as much a part of the podcast as the three of us sitting here waffling on, because they are there every week on week, and it's sharing that knowledge and it's helping build that up. And that to me is what I wanted to do. I want to build a community of people and build Milsim because I like Milsim. I really do. I really like Milsim, and it really sucks that there seems to be this decline in airsoft at the moment. Which we talked about it on our post recently on Facebook. You sort of number of people are sort of seeing sites closing down and cost of living's going up, and we're in this kind of state of insecurity politically. And it's like, regardless of all of that, Milsim's ultimately about getting together. It's airsoft, but it's getting together and kind of putting yourself through that pain and misery together in the rain, where you've got a few of your mates and you can sit there. You might be at the event thinking, I'd rather be at home. I don't want to be here. But then you come away from that event and you've built that little link with those people, and you come to see them more than just friends. Whether you go as far as brothers or whatever like that, I don't want to make it tacky, but you build those links and those stories and those experiences, and I think that's phenomenal. And that's really the reason that Milsim to me is special, because airsoft, you've got people just running around like fucking headless chickens and you can't keep track of anything. Sorry, Drew, I'll shut up. But yeah, I personally, yeah. I don't know what else to say now, but
he's teared himself up.
No, I don't want to annoy Drew.
But no, I always found
we've never done it for a big audience. We've never done it to make money. We've always done it just because we had a love of airsoft and we wanted to help build the community, basically. So, yeah.
Yeah, the thing I always find funny and confusing is when, like, especially like for me, where I'm still like doing the marshalling and things like that, where a player will come up to me and say, "Oh, your show, blah blah blah, was really good." And I had to listen, and I was like, "What? Who are you?" I was like, "How have you learned about this?"
I've still never had that. 231 episodes. The only person who's come up to me about the show told me it was shit.
Oh, you're from NoFo. Oh, yeah, it's crap.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So, yeah, Marky Mark hits the nail on the head there.
Don't even start with that comment, Mark.
Marky Mark, I met a bloke on Saturday at JVG with a NoFo Fox patch. We were at Shifter Riffs, the last one, and there was someone wandering around with the NoFo, the Molly plastic clips.
Oh, yeah.
That again, some guy just randomly went, "I really like your show. Here's those for you." I was like, "Oh, cool! This is amazing." I went and asked someone at the Shifty Riffs. I was like, "Oh, are you a follower of the show?" And they were like, "Oh, no, I've watched like 1 or 2 episodes." And they branded with us, like they've got our logo on them. Like it's cool. It's cool. It's just a weird thing to see, and I would have imagined that when we started out from just an Instagram video, that it would have become this thing, this beast. So it will be a shame if it does properly go.
I don't think it will. I just think we generally just need
not going to go.
We need to reorg ourselves, basically.
They're going to become a karaoke channel as of April. Airsoft on the moon. Right. On that note, I think it's probably time to end the show.
Yeah.
You can get in touch with us, but please bear in mind it might take slightly longer than usual. On our email at nofochat@hotmail.com. Our Instagram is at November_Foxtrot_NoFo, and the website is novemberfoxtrot.co.uk. You can also get in touch with us on our own individual Instagrams of I was over at 9volt Airsoft for myself, at _Quartermaster, and at onelegion.uk _Pegasus for Ash.
For the next 6 months, Mike is homework is to remember.
Yeah, that's all I've got to do is just learn that.
He'll still be saying that every Wednesday at 9:30. It'll be lying there and he'll just be like, "Thanks for joining us."
Email nofochat@hotmail.com. In the meantime, is it okay if I have the closing words this week?
Of course.
Please. So stay NoFo. Ciao Bella. And just be good to people.
Yeah.
Don't be a dick. There you go.
Well, all right. If I have to.
So don't be a dick.
Yeah.
Mill first.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, one last little bit of thing. Has anyone seen what was that program we were watching, Andy, when you came round? It's on Netflix. Yeah. Like
it was I'll
find it quickly.
It was an American
there's a program on Netflix that's like world's strongest forces or something like that, and it's all about special forces from around the world. You need to watch the Malaysian one because every time they get together they just go commando.
It was the best episode, and then like literally all day me every time Mark said something and I was like commando.
So if you're on the field and you bump into Andy, Ash or I, then I highly expect you to go commando.
That'll be
probably really disrespectful to them, but yeah. Cool. Right. On that note, there are a couple of comments. Banzai Panzer, all the very best chaps. Thanks for everything.
Right, Benzo. No worries, man.
Marky Mark, whale farming will always be one of the best conversations I've been in. Yeah, well. Ross, you chaps are legends. Always love listening in. Hope to catch you guys at future events.
Definitely.
100%.
Yeah. Right. We will see you hopefully some point in the future. In the meantime, we'll leave you with that outro. Say goodbye, guys.
Bye, guys. Stay
Goodbye,
NoFo.
guys. Stay NoFo.
Ciao, Bella.
I don't want to click it. It's really sad.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll click it. All right, I'm going. All right, bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
There's no air on the moon.